Okay, so we're gonna continue Surah Yusuf alayhi salam. Okay, from ayah number 77. So after he started to, he brought his brother and Binyamin, and he planned to put the cup of the king in his package to be able to keep his brother with him, and then eventually meet with his family. So, when they found out that he is the one, he tried to search all the package of his brothers, starting from the other brothers. Then he ended up with getting it from the package of Benjamin. Then their brothers start to say, قالوا إن يسرق فقد سرق أخ له من قبل فأسرها يوسف في نفسه ولم يبدها لهم. So they start to say that if this Benjamin has stolen, his brother, there's a brother for him, he stole before of this. Okay? And here is one of the people, what they say is that when he was a kid, Yusuf alayhi salam, they accused him of stealing something, but it was false. Okay? So that's why they trying to convince them that, or trying to hide. One second, just let me see. Okay. So they tried to accuse him that he stole something before, but it was falsely accused. And this is why they said like he is similar than as his brother. But at that time, Yusuf alayhi salam kept it to himself, and he didn't try to defend himself because he want to see where it's gonna go. There is the patient he want because he have a bigger aim to reach. Okay, and he didn't say it to them. قال أنتم شر مكانا. He said like, you are more evil in this one. Okay, والله أعلم بما تصفون. And Allah knows better of what you are claiming. And here is something that we can look into it. Sometimes when some people accuse you of something you are not, and you try to see and try to, sometimes you don't need to defend yourself. Eventually, Allah will show you're innocent. Allah will show, will defend you without the needing to defend yourself. So this is something really interesting to think about. And to have this assurance and trust that Allah will eventually try to prove your honesty or your honesty. Then قالوا يا أيها العزيز إن له أبا شيخا كبيرا فخذ أحدنا مكانه إنا نراك من المحسنين. They said, "Oh Aziz," or the minister, since this was his position, he has a very old father. Okay? So take one of us instead. We surely see as one of the good people. Okay? So they asked him to try not to take him because they have a very old father. He might be very upset, and the same situation would be repeated as what happened to Yusuf alayhi salam when they told him, we're gonna take him, and then just for him to play, and eventually they didn't come back with them. And at that time they give a promise to their father that they will make sure Binyamin coming back with them. So they were so afraid that they will not be able to fulfill this promise. So they trying to convince Al-Aziz, the minister, which is Yusuf alayhi salam, to be more empathy and not taking him and trying to take one of them. And they said, إِنَّا نَرَاكَ مِنَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. We see you as one of the people who do good deeds. Okay? قال معاذ الله أن نأخذ إلا من وجدنا متاعنا عنده إنا إذا لظالمون. So he said here, God forbidden to take someone unless the one who we found our package in. Otherwise, we're gonna be doing injustice. Okay? So, for the one who deserved to take the punishment or the one we found them, because we're just, we're not gonna take someone else instead of him. And this is show him as much how he's fair. فلما استيأسوا منه خلصوا نجية. Okay? When they give up, when they lose hope, they try to خلصوا نجية, they're trying to go back to them. قال كبيرهم ألم تعلموا أن أباكم قد أخذ عليكم موثقا من الله. So the oldest one, they said, don't you know that your father has taken a promise or trusted you from Allah, as a promise from Allah, and before what you did with Yusuf. So he was so afraid that it's gonna happen again and he will be losing the trust of his father, which they really appreciate. Okay? So what he said, I'm not gonna leave this earth or this place. فلن أبرح الأرض حتى يأذن لي أبي. Unless my father allow me, or let's say, أو يحكم الله لي وهو خير الحاكمين. Or Allah will يحكم, judge, or help me to figure it out what to do. وهو خير الحاكمين. And he is the best judge. Okay? Because he felt so ashamed to meet with his father for the second time and losing his trust, as what happened with Yusuf a.s. And when we think about it in a more psychological way, like losing the trust or not being in a place of trust as what you give as a promise or so on is so big, especially for men in general. Like, or their honesty or their image will be destroyed if like this happens twice, not only once, it's twice. So he couldn't face his father at this time. He will feel that this is so big, I will not be able to face him, so I will stay here till we figure it out. There is something, there is a solution to see. Okay? Fine. Then he said, ارجعوا إلى أبيكم فقولوا يا أبانا إن ابنك سرق وما شهدنا إلا بما علمنا وما كنا للغيب حافظين. So they said, go back to your father and tell him, oh our father, your son has stolen. وما شهدنا, and we didn't say unless what we know. It's not like a lying, we're not lying. وما كنا للغيب حافظين, and we could not know the unknown. Okay, that we didn't know that this would happen. Okay, so it's not from our plan. And as a proof, they said, واسأل القرية التي كنا فيها والعير التي أقبلنا فيها وإنا لصادقون. And ask the people or the village that we were in. والعير التي أقبلنا فيها, like the group that we came from, what we came with. Like they come in groups, like with their camels and baggage. So try to ask them, they will tell you that this has really happened to us. And we are telling the truth. Again, they're trying to give these excuses, or let's say they're going to give evidence for them to make their father believe them, that they're telling the truth. Because this is what happened in the beginning, in the story of Yusuf in the beginning. They tried to convince him, they tried to tell him that even if we tell you all the excuses, you would not believe us, even you will not see us as seeing it the truth. So subhanAllah, it's like the same scenario is being repeated now with Binyamin. Okay? Then here, Yaqub alayhi salam, subhanallah, he said the same thing as what he said in the story of Yusuf in the beginning. قال بل سولت لكم أنفسكم أمرا فصبر جميل. He said, no, your souls or your nafs has been telling you're doing something wrong. سولت لكم أنفسكم أمرا. Your nafs told you to do something bad. And I think we remember, we mentioned before, like different type of nafs. نفس اللوامة, النفس الأمار بالسوء. Sometimes we have this part of nafs, okay, that telling you to do something bad. Sometimes your nafs will tell you, will blame you when you do something wrong, and you feel your conscious starting to feel pain. And there is nafs mutma'inna, the nafs that is more assured, more satisfied. So subhanallah, now he is telling that there is something cooking here. I know this is not the truth. But again, he's saying فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيل. But I'm gonna be patient, but not any kind of patient. A beautiful patient. صَبْرٌ جَمِيل. And this is so beautiful, is when you are not only being patient, but you're having a beautiful patient, which is, what is the difference between the normal patient and the beautiful patient is that you don't have resentment. You're not feeling that you hate it. You are having patience and trusting Allah of whatever's going on. Trusting that eventually Allah will reward you and give you the answers that you are looking for in a more beautiful way. Because وَمَا جَزَاءُ الْإِحْسَانِ إِلَّا الْإِحْسَانِ. Whatever you do, whatever you act is same whatever result you will get. If you have sabr jameel, then the result is gonna be also beautiful. So, and this is one of the way of how to be polite with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not feeling that some people will have patience, but they will keep angry, stay angry, they will stay sad, they will stay having all these type of emotions, like forced patient. You know, I'm patient, but I'm forced. And this is what's gonna make you struggle more and more. When you choose to have sabrun jameel, sabrun, beautiful patient as Yaqub alayhi salam, is like you're enjoying this pain as patient. You're not doing something that you hate because you're trusting Allah that eventually He will give you that result that you're looking for. Eventually Allah will revenge for you. Eventually Allah will give you what you are doing if you have this patience. So subhanallah, this is one of the things that we can learn from Yaqub alayhi salam. Okay. عسى الله أن يأتيني بهم جميعا إنه هو العليم الحكيم. May Allah bring them all together to me. He is the one all-knowing and all-wise. And subhanallah, and here he's still seeing that, he's still believing that Allah will bring Yusuf back to him. Although now it's been years, the incidents of Yusuf, it's been years that he is not there, that they believe that he was dead, but he didn't believe. So he have a trust on Allah till, even with these all years, that Allah will bring not only Binyamin, but He will bring also Yusuf. All of them together. And this is the husn al-dhan fillah. How you make good thinking of Allah, of what Allah will reward you. And keeping this trust even if you feel that it's taking too long. You just wait and see, okay, even if the result didn't come so fast, but you have this trust and this patience, and know for sure that Allah will reward your patience for it. Okay? And again, he said the same sentence when Yusuf alayhi salam. It's like it's happening again and again. It's like the same scenario is being repeated again and again. Okay? But it's gonna be different ending. Then he said, وَتَوَلَّى عَنْهُمْ وَقَالَ يَا أَسَفَا عَلَى يُوسُف وَابْيَضَّتْ عَيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْحُزْنِ فَهُوَ كَظِيمٌ. Okay? And then he let them. He turned away from them. and he said, poor Yusuf, or I'm so sorry for Yusuf. And because he was still sad for him and he really missed him, his eyes turned white. And this is a condition, they said, like when you cry too much, I think, or when you are so sad, then your eye became like there is whiteness or something, I think, so it will impair your sight or your being to see. I'm not sure of it, but it's similar to this one. وَبْيَضَّتْ عَيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْحُزْنِ. Okay, from grieving of this one. And this is, subhanallah, when we learn about, well, it is like feeling sad is a normal emotion. We all sometimes feel sad. Allah created this type of emotion to be felt. But when you live this sadness for a longer time, that's the thing that's not good. That's the things that could harm you. That's the thing that could bring you diseases or illnesses or so on. So we learn from this story is, I don't say don't be sad. And actually lots of ayah Allah is mentioning لا تحزن لا تحزني. There's lots of ayahs Allah saying don't be sad. But again, this is our human being. We get this type of sadness sometimes. But what is important is you do not go so deep and let this sadness control you. Or let it for multiple days. And as the story of Yaqub, he stayed for how many years? He's feeling sad for losing Yusuf alayhi salam and now his Binyamin, the other son. So Allah is telling them, even if you have this patience, even if you have all of this, try not to let your emotion control you. Control your emotion. Don't let sadness go so deep, because if you had too much sadness, this could turn out into something much darker. You can get depressed. Depression could cause to, you might think of killing yourself or something, or harming yourself. So there is lots of negative effect of this sadness. So Allah is telling us, try not to go too deep and control your sadness. Try to get out of this sadness as soon as you can, so it will not have a physical effect. And this is what we do in psychology. There's certain type of psychology. They show you different type of disease and how it's the origin of it is actually a mental health issues or a trauma or something you experience, let's say. And once you fix this type of issues or a mental health issues, directly this pain you have or this disease you have just go away. And this is why lots of people with cancer or lots of people of different type of disease sometimes wake up and they're fully cured. And they don't know why. It's because they changed something in their mentality. They changed something. They healed something from their trauma. It's something cannot be measured by doctors, machines, and devices, but it's actually something internal. And this is the important or the correlation between your physical health and your mental health. All of them, they work together. They are connected. It can be caused from something physical, but it also can be caused from something mental. Like, for example, lots of people have pain in their back and their shoulders, and it's not explained. But in psychology, we explain it like holding too much responsibility that they should not hold, or they feel like they have lots of burden to carry out for family or so on, especially for women, because women is not the one who's like the main responsible for like caring or providing for a family in general. Like a female is more of a caring, giving, and so on. But when a female having this type of emotion that I'm the in charge of the household, I'm the one who's like playing the man role, she will start to have pain in her shoulders and in her back. And once she deal with this type of emotion, all this pain is gonna go out. And this is like a very advanced psychological medicine that they start to discover. You don't need to take pills. You don't need to go for physiotherapy session or so on. You just need a change in your mindset, and everything, you will see the result of it in your body. Okay. Then فهو كظيم. Okay. So كظيم here in Arabic, it means the one who suppress thing. كظم الغيظ is like when you are angry, you're trying to suppress this angry. Okay. And subhanallah, again, like this is how Allah is telling us or explaining to us in Qur'an. It's not good to suppress emotions. It's always good to release these emotions, but not let it control you. If you feel happy, be happy. If you feel sad, be sad. If you feel any type of emotion, depressed, maybe I feel down, maybe I feel embarrassed, maybe I feel joy, any type of emotion, let it express it. Let it go out. Emotions were not meant to be kept inside. The more you keep it, the more you release it in an unpleasant way. And one of the ways that it can be happen, which is anger. The unexplained anger, the explosion, the people you feel sometimes suddenly they explode and they start to destroy things or being so angry with no reason, it's because they have an emotion they didn't express. So it accumulated till a trigger comes and they had to boom. So regulating your emotions and know how to express it and not suppress it and trying to be in a good term with it, accepting that sometimes you might be sad, it's okay. Sometimes you might be depressed, sometimes you might feel down. It's totally fine, we don't reject it. But at the same time, to a limit, I don't live for a week or 2 weeks or months with the same emotion till it eats me from inside. Okay? So again, because he was so suppressing this sadness, okay, he had this type of condition in his eyes. وَبْيَضَّتْ عَيْنَاهُ. Okay? من الحزن. So this is something that we can learn from more. قالوا تالله تفتأ تذكر يوسف حتى تكون حرضا أو تكون من الهالكين. They start to tell him, by Allah, are you still remembering Yusuf? Okay? Until you're gonna lose your health or even your life. Okay? That it's like you're gonna still holding to this idea or this hope that is destroying you and causing you more and more disease. Just let it go. Let go of all of these hopes and ideas. But again, he is the prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He have trust in Allah. But at the same time, he's still human. He have this type of emotion. He have this type of connection to his son. We can't imagine he's perfect. Prophet also has emotions. قال إنما أشكو بثي وحزني إلى الله وأعلم من الله ما لا تعلمون. He said, I only complain my sorrow to Allah and my anguish to Allah only. And I know from Allah what you don't know. Okay? And he repeated this ayah actually many times, that I know from Allah what you don't know. And this is the connection between Allah and the prophets. So subhanallah, it's not mentioned here, but maybe Allah told him since Yusuf that he's gonna be back. He gave him that sensation. He assured his hope of getting back his son. So that's why it's also keep him having this trust in Allah that eventually is gonna happen. And again, this is what he's trying to teach us, is even when you feel sad, when you have certain type of problems or issue in your life, it's not really gonna help you to just keep telling or complaining to other people. It might help to an extent, but who would give you much help than the creator of the whole universe? Who would feel you more better than the one who listened to your heart and your thoughts? And he know the struggle that you are going through better than any way you could explain it. For example, you might have a friend and you start to telling her, let's say, of the struggle you're going through and how you feel and your emotion and why it did happen. Even if you try to say the full details, she will not feel the empathy or understand you 100%, because there's will be still side of the story maybe she didn't know. But who is the all-knowing? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is the one who was with you from the beginning till the end? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who knows all the details? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So He is the one that you can complain, you can ask, you can talk, you can have this type of like just a conversation with Him. He knows it all. And with His hand is the solution. So why would you waste your time of telling other people that when they can't tell the creator of this people, the creator of this event, the one who knows the unknown, who knows your future, your past, your present, and everything? Subhanallah. And this is what also the story or Yaqub would tell us right here. Sometimes people will not understand you, will not understand how hard the things you went through. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala understands. And you don't need to do lots of explanation to Him. Okay. Then. يا بني اذهبوا فتحسسوا من يوسف وأخيه ولا تيأسوا من روح الله إنه لا ييأس من روح الله إلا القوم الكافرين. Again, he tried to say, oh my sons, go and search for Yusuf. And he mentioned تحسسوا. تحسسوا is like searching, but more of in a quiet way. تحسسوا in Arabic is like touching something, touching something very gently. So تحسسوا is like you're looking, but you're looking not in a very obvious way, not in a very clear way, okay? Delightfully to Yusuf. From his Yusuf and his brother, and do not lose hope. ولا تيأسوا من روح الله, in the mercy of Allah. And here, he said روح الله. روح in Arabic is soul. Okay? But in some of the meaning, they say it's the mercy of Allah. But روح Allah is like the soul of Allah. And it gives like the essence of the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إنه لا ييأس من روح الله إلا القوم الكافرون. No one loses hope in Allah's mercy except the one with no faith, or الكافرون, who do not believe in Allah. Okay? And this is a message for us, is to never lose hope. Never give up on something that we believe Allah is capable to do this. Allah is capable to achieve this goal that we have been looking for. And the one who give up or lose hope is the one who do not believe in Allah. So always believe that there is hope. You might change your goals, you might change your the things you try to seek to achieve to something else, but never lose hope of what Allah can help you with, what Allah can give you. And this is subhanallah, like sometimes we in doing dua or asking Allah for something on our prayer or something, lots of time it's not because we don't believe in the capacity or the capability of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but it's a more of we see that we don't deserve it, or we're not worth it to achieve this goal. We know that Allah can give us anything we want. We know Allah is holding all the doors of rizq, all the stores of rizq. He is the creator of all of this universe and galaxies and everything. He has this capacity, but it's in us, inside of us is the one we don't believe that we deserve to achieve these type of things. And at that time, we're not losing hope in Allah. We're losing hope in ourselves. We're losing believing in ourselves to achieve these type of things. Try to think about the dua you're making for Allah. Do you see yourself being humble in your dua, asking for like minimal things, like simple things, or do you go extreme? Do you ask Allah for enough money, for example, or do you ask Allah for millions and billions? And when you ask Allah for billions, let's say, do you feel, what does your heart say? Do you feel like, I don't know. Is it because you don't feel that you deserve it, or is it possible? Or is it because you don't see that Allah could do this for you? Ask yourself where this hesitation comes from, where this disbelief in achieving this goal come from. It will open up lots of doors for you. Go extreme. Allah is telling you, ask and I will answer. Pray and I will answer. ادعوني أستجب لكم. Directly. It's not like ادعوني, then I will see if I'm gonna answer, if you deserve, if you don't deserve, if you do this and ادعوني أستجب لكم. 2 words. That's it. So we are the one who put limitation to our goals, to our dreams, because maybe sometimes we see not lots of people have this type of a dream, so we think it's difficult to achieve. But there is nothing difficult on Allah. What you believe in Allah will happen to you in your reality. أنا عند حسن ظن عبدي بي فليظن بي ما يشاء. I am on what my abd, my worshipper think of me. I will be same as what he think of me. Do you think Allah will give you the fanciest car, the fanciest castles, the fanciest wealth, a private jet, millions of dollars or so on? Then this is what you're gonna have. Whatever you believe in Allah. If you believe, oh, probably not. Oh, this is would be so difficult. Oh, baby, I didn't see one of my family have it, so probably I will not have it. It's all within us, these doubts, these type of disbeliefs or feeling that we don't worth it, we don't deserve it. This is what prevents us from achieving all of these goals. Once you believe it, it will happen. Because Allah said, وَكَانَ حَقًّا عَلَيْنَا نَصْرُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And it was haqq, right, is like you're right, that will give victory to the believers. And believers here is not only believers in Islam or so on. Believers is the one who believe in something. You believe in something, you will get victory, you will win. This belief will happen in reality. And Allah said, this is haqq, this is your right. If you believe something, this thing will happen. It's like a promise. It's like something Allah is telling you, the rule of life. Believe in it and it will happen. If you don't believe, then it's not going to happen. You will never see it. Very simple. And this is like lots of the manifestation concept, like how to try to imagine something or believe you are having something, then eventually it will appear in your life. It's all correlate with Qur'an, with what Allah is saying. And with hadith, what you think of good in Allah, it will happen. Okay. And the law of attraction, it's all correlated, it's all there in Qur'an, but people don't see it in this way. They only keep it on like only Islam, religious, if you do this. Faith, believe, al-mu'minun, Al-Iman, it's a faith. Faith has a different, you can have faith in everything. You can have faith in your friend that he will do something good. You can have faith in your son that he gonna succeed the exam. So don't limit it. And this is the miracle of Qur'an. It works for every time and place. And the more you dig deep, the more it gives you the answers, the keys to lots of things in your life when you know how to use it. So this one could be one of the meaning. There is no one specific tafsir. There is reflection. That's why Allah is telling us, think. أَفَلَا يَتَفَكَّرُونَ أَفَلَا يَعْقِلُونَ. Use your mind. There is no one, if we put one tafsir for each ayah, we're preventing ourselves from seeing the other aspect of it that could be very beneficial for us. Always be open to see what Allah trying to tell me from this ayah, what Allah trying to deliver a message in this ayah. See the Qur'an as it speaks to you, not as a book that has been written and many years ago, and it's not for me, it's like for only the prophets or only the Sahaba or so on. It's for you. Qur'an is for everyone. It's the word of Allah. Allah trying to speak with you in it. So you might read this ayah today and you feel that there is Allah trying to tell you something, or there is a message or a sign from it. And then after many years, 2-3 years, you will read the same ayah and it will help you with another situation you go through. You don't put your idea on one or your tafsir as a static. This is the only meaning. No, be more open to different meaning. What could Allah trying to tell me? And this is tafakkur. This is the tadabbur. This is reflection. This is what Allah asks us to do. Okay. فلما دخلوا عليه قالوا يا أيها العزيز مسنا وأهلنا الضر وجئنا ببضاعة مزجاة فأوفي لنا الكيل وتصدق علينا. So they went back to Yusuf عليه السلام. And they told him, oh master, oh Al-Aziz. Al-Aziz is the one who have high status. We and our family has been touched with the hardship. أهلنا الضر. There is lots of difficulties happening to us with our family. And we have brought only a few worthless coins. We don't have enough coins, okay? Or money. But please give us our supplies and full. And be generous or charitable, or give us this charity for us. إن الله يجزي المتصدقين. And Allah reward the one who give charity. قال هل علمتم ما فعلتم بيوسف وأخيه إذ أنتم جاهلون. Here, Yusuf عليه السلام tried to open all his card and tell them that, do you know what you did in Yusuf and his brother? You are ignorance. Okay? So, directly he said, قالوا أئنك لأنت يوسف. And here it's so beautiful. They reply, are you really Yusuf? أئنك here is like, you are indeed, but it's coming from أئنك, it's like coming from a long time. Oh, you are the Yusuf. It's like something, a realization come to them after a long time. قال أنا يوسف. He said, I am Yusuf and this is my brother. Allah, قد من الله علينا. Allah has been really generous to us. إنه من يتقي ويصبر فإن الله لا يضيع أجر المحسنين. Truly, who have taqwa, okay, fearing Allah, okay, and have patience, Allah will never waste his reward of the one who do good deeds. Okay? And this is another thing. Having patient, having taqwa, fearing Allah of doing something wrong. Know for sure that your time, your patience, your taqwa will not go for a waste. Because what he did is ihsan. Why he did muhsinin? Muhsinin, as we said, like the one who do good deeds, but it's like a better way. Like ihsan, an extra level of doing good deeds. Okay? You can do good, but you can do ihsan. Ihsan is the extra one. Then you will be muhsinin. So how I can be from al-muhsinin? And by the way, like if you search the Quran and what is the qualities or the attributes of muhsinin is so beautiful, and the rewards of them is so beautiful. Like really, it's an amazing. Like muhsinin is the best people who get lots of rewards in Quran mentioned many times. How can I be one of the muhsinin? Have taqwa and have sabr. You will be one of the muhsinin. And then search what is the reward of al-muhsinin. And this is one of the ways I use in Quran is like there is al-muhsinin, al-muttaqin, al-sabirin. There's lots of names of these type of people, like in Muslims in general. Like you can be one of the patience one of the muttaqin who have taqwa. But then even if you know the meaning behind it, but search what qualities, what things they do, and what are the rewards that Allah will give these type of people. Like it's a whole different study. It's a whole different thinking and idea. Really, like I don't know. Maybe one day I will do something or a video discussing these type of things. Like if you want to be in muhsinin, you need to do this and this, and your reward's gonna be this and this, with all the ayahs in Quran. It's gonna be mind blowing. It's like it's giving you the roadmap of how to live as a Muslim, how to get this thing if you do this thing and this thing. It's like 1 + 1 = 2 and so on. It's something very nice. It deserves to have a study on it. Inshallah. May Allah help us. Okay. قالوا تالله لقد آثرك الله علينا وإن كنا لخاطئين. Now they realized that they said, oh, Allah has put in you, preferred you over us. And we are being sinful, or we did the wrong thing. Because see how they thought that they're gonna get rid of him by throw him in the well, and now he ended up to be the minister of the whole country, that they come to him and ask for supplies and food. So see what happened, what is the result, the end story of each part of this people. So they found out that he ended up something very big. And we thought we are the one who's winning. We thought we are the one who's like having the power, but eventually we are the one who need him. So subhanallah, how the story shift. How don't judge something from its beginning. See the end. See what will happen eventually. See who will win and have a better place at the end. Subhanallah. Even when you think like the evil people will win, the disbeliever, the one who do bad things and sins, you feel them, you see them, oh, they're very successful, they have money, they enjoy their life. Don't judge by the beginning. Our life is the beginning. The end is in the life after. Who will go to hell, who will go to heaven. At that time we will know who win and who will lose. Okay, قال لا تثريب عليكم اليوم يغفر الله لكم وهو أرحم الراحمين. He said there is no blame on you today. What happens happened. يغفر الله لكم. May Allah forgive you. Allah will forgive you. And He is the most merciful of merciful. And this is how beautiful of Yusuf alayhi salam. After all of this, He still forgive them. Not only this, He don't blame them for what they did with Him. And He's given them hope that Allah will forgive you. Because He's a prophet. His main message to call people to Allah. He is the one who is not the one who decide to forgive someone or not. He's trying to do da'wah right now of shifting their attention to Allah. Go repent to Allah. Allah will forgive you. And He is the merciful of the merciful. I'm not here to revenge. And here what you think about of don't look for the revenge on the small thing when you are connected with the higher power, the most highest power, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you see life as a game, when you see that this is all happened for a reason, there is a wisdom Allah made me go through all of this one, you don't start to hate the players. You start to see the bigger picture and focus on the biggest message, which is calling people to Allah. and help them to go to heaven and seek forgiveness from Allah and forgive people. And this is the main concept. Like, lots of people might do wrong in your life or so on, but again, see the bigger picture. They're here to deliver a message for you, or they're here because Allah is planning something for you. Focus on the bigger picture. Don't seek for the revenge. No, I want to do it. It's like you're closing your mind to just focus very details, not seeing the bigger picture. We are here. We're all here to worship Allah. It's a test. To pass this test and go to the life after and go to heaven, inshallah. It's all a test. The more you focus on the outside or the bigger picture, why we have been created, the more of everything else start to see it as a small thing. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to fight with someone. It's not worth it to prove I'm right or wrong. It's not worth it to have this type of unforgiving someone and have like this hatred or having this type of emotions that's eventually gonna destroy me if I didn't give this forgiveness to them. And this is what we learn from the story of Yusuf alayhi salam, subhanallah. This is like, of the things that he's doing, he's not trying to play the victim mentality. He's not trying to say, okay, I'm victim, you throw me, then I went to the prison, then I went to this. No. He's trying to see the lesson that he learned, the benefit he get out of his own story and struggle. And he is trying to teach us. See, imagine like how many years the Qur'an has been sent, and before that, Yusuf alayhi salam, when he lived, how many years? He's trying to tell us, focus on the positive things in your life, in your story. Don't focus on the struggle and just complaining. It's pointless. What happened is happened. You choose to take the lessons and see the positive side and be happy and continue and develop and improve in your life, or you choose the negative and I'm a victim and they throw me and my family. Then you will end up, you will not benefit. You will stay in your same place or maybe worse, because you didn't see where's the point, where's the wisdom behind, where's the lesson. Okay, subhanallah. So we're gonna stop here and we're gonna continue inshallah next week on the rest of the story. And I want to talk more about the victim mentality, because like Yusuf alayhi salam, like really teaching us a lesson of like, see how horrible his story was, of like the difficult things he went through, the prison, the wife of Al-Aziz, then the whale, then lots of things, and how his brother started to tell him, you stole something, and eventually he forgave them. He didn't even blame them. So subhanallah, we're gonna continue this one next week, inshallah.